Welcome to another video here on the channel. And today I will be reviewing Stan Helsing. Stan Helsing, this is a horror comedy spoof that came out in October of 2009. They are spoofing Chucky, Freddy, Jason, etc. Before I continue on with the video, why not go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go in the link of the description, check out my music, and check out my merch. Highly appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get right into this review, this video. So Stan Helsing, this is basically you follow these group of people. You basically follow this group of people and this one man named Stan. He's, as the title said, he's Van Helsing. So Stan, he's just a regular guy. He's just like a regular guy that works at Blockbuster. They don't call it Blockbuster because obviously they can't, but he works at Blockbuster. He just works at this rental video company, and he has to go deliver some videos, which that's where like the whole plot of the movie kind of, goes from there. There's so many like horror references, like Last House on the Left is referenced, Nightmare on Elm Street, and they spoof a lot of characters, and the comedy is funny. Like a lot of the comedy doesn't land, but then there's a lot of comedy that does land. So I think this is a good horror comedy spoof. I think this is a good spoof overall because, it's dumb, but it's a good dumb. If that makes any sense. It's a good dumb. Like, it's a good dumb. That's probably the best way I could put it. It is a good dumb. If that makes any sense. It's a good dumb. If that makes any sense. Again, I thought majority of the comedy did hit. And I just, as a hardcore horror fan, as a hardcore horror fan, and if you pay attention to every single scene in this movie, you would notice every reference to all genres of horror movies. You got references to Jeepers Creepers. Last House on the Left is even mentioned in this movie. And again, to me, there's a lot of funny scenes in this movie. It's really good. And, there's a lot of movies, there's a lot of spoof movies. They kind of try to take that scary movie approach, This one doesn't do that. This one just does its own thing while trying to be creative with the whole movie spoof ideal that was going on around the time. And I'll be completely honest, the whole spoof genre, like scary movie, all them type of movies kind of had a short run. I think they did. They really had a short run. But yeah, Stan Helsing. Highly recommend this movie. If you love spoofs, if you love comedy, horror spoofs, if you love this type of movies, you love spoofs in general, and you're a horror fan, this is something that is most definitely for you. Like I said, it's this movie for everybody. It's most definitely not for everybody. But I did have a kick out of it, and it's entertaining, and it is a blast, and it's free on YouTube. It's free right here on YouTube. So it's free on YouTube. You can check it out right here on YouTube. So Stan Helsing. What would I give this movie? I give it a 9 out of 9. I do. I give it a 9 out of 9. Again, majority of the comedy lands, again, like I said, majority of the comedy lands. There are some memorable moments in this movie. I feel like they can, I feel like if this movie came out kind of maybe at the start of like the spoof movies, I think this one would have been talked about more. But since it kind of came out at a end of an era, not a lot of people talk about it. So my final thoughts on Stan Helsing. Again, I think it's a good horror comedy spoof. Again, the comedy lands, all that great stuff. Highly recommend you guys checking out Stan Helsing. Like I said, it's free on YouTube if you guys want to check it out. So yeah, make sure you give the video a big thumbs up. Please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Go in the link in the description. Check out my music. Check out my merch. If you buy something from my merch store, it helps the channel, so why not go see something? Yeah, I can't talk, I lost my words. But yeah, if you can't talk, apologize. But there's a link to my merch, there's a link to my music, yeah, all that great stuff. Make sure you check out Stan Helsing. This is a good comedy horror spoof, and until next time.